Hey everybody, good energy to you guys. That'll be alright. So there's just some notes, just continuing to make progress on the project. So progress, not perfection. We can help move humanity into a more loving reality, while also offering a sanctuary from this toxic one. With hemp, we can make our own food, build our own homes, make our own medicine, make our own technology, and the list goes on. Essentially, hemp is the one plant that can create a healthy and harmonious infrastructure, not just for us, but for all of life and the earth itself, too. Now, how do we begin implementation? To me, this is what has come through, and I have spent a long time asking the Most High's, God, just, the ether, what is it? What does it take for humanity to change? Like, what's really going to change everything? Because I've always felt there's a flaw in just about everything I see, and it's not like a flaw that's like, okay, it's moving in the right direction, or it's like they haven't figured something out yet. It's more like we're letting our lower self, our sinful nature, supersede our higher nature. And so the flaw is that we are living in a system that perpetuates the lower self rather than the higher self. So, implementation. Open a multi-purpose center where anyone can go and buy organic goods at inexpensive rates, where anyone can go and attend our 24/7 church service. This is something that Dustin brought up. It was a good question too. After he brought it up and I thought about it, he's like, "Why don't churches offer more services? Like, why aren't they open all the time?" And it's a really good question, and I think it's something we should start to implement, because who knows when somebody needs to pray, or who knows when somebody just needs to be in the company of other people of a like-mindedness and a good relationship with God. If that type of a center was open where people could go at any time of the day and night and just find a place to find some peace and maybe some good comfort and company while they're going through shit, I think it would offer a really good, healthy place for people to go in times of crisis or personal turmoil or whatever it may be. So I'd like to do that. And I mean, I don't want to speak for Dustin, but I would love to. He's got such a strong heart in relationship with God, and he has so much faith. I'd love to see him run a church. That's just my opinion. So who knows? But anyway, where anyone can go and help work on the duties of the day, where anyone can go to leave Babylon behind and help create the kingdom of heaven here on earth. Because again, this project, it needs to be built outside of these major cities so that we can offer a sanctuary from Babylon or these major cities and allow people to relocate outside of them to a more remote and safer location. So key initiatory aspects of this multi-purpose center. We need a functional food distribution / exchange system, and it could look very similar to the way grocery stores are run today. It's just, instead of charging all these markup prices and all these advertisements and selling all these processed foods, we'd be selling things for very inexpensive prices and only things that are organic and good for the body and the earth. And also the restaurant / diner, where people can come and acquire the food and goods that they need / want. And because one can make dough / bread from hemp, and I have 8 years in the pizza industry, to me, what I can do with my life is open a pizza / sandwich / pastry / pasta restaurant, and which, this seems like a good way to generate, more income to help the project expand more and give people a good product to eat that's also, hopefully, very tasty. I've never eaten a pizza made out of hemp dough, so I'm sure that there's a slight alteration in the flavor, but I have had wheat pizza, and there's a very strong weedy taste to the pizza, and it does change it a little bit, but that's just the price that, things that are worse for you are usually going to taste better to the palates, but, if you can learn to curb your desires towards things that are actually good for you, then you can start to really enjoy the flavor of things that are more good for you, like wheat and hemp and other things of this nature. But it does take a little bit of getting used to. But just knowing you're eating something good, to me, feels good. And then it will also feel good because you're putting good stuff in your body instead of stuff that's full of poisons. So anyway, we can do that. And like I said, it'd give people a healthy and tasty food for them to choose from. And so here I just wanted to look into some statistics about pizza here in America. So according to a USDA study found that from 2007 to 2010, 1 in 8 Americans ate pizza on any given day. And that number climbs to 1 in 4 for males and 1 in 5 for females when looking specifically at Americans aged 12 to 19. So, with approximately 329 million people in America, and 1 in 8 eating pizza on any given day, that accounts to about 41 million pizza connoisseurs in America on any given day. And that number jumps to about 80 million, or double, with Americans aged 12 to 19. So we be getting our pizza on here in America. I just wanted to share this with you guys to let you guys know. Most of you guys already probably know, because if you live in these cities, you know there's pizza places all over the place. But yeah, we like to eat pizza. So we can use these desires that we have that are already popular and implement the word, into a business idea that's aligned with the word, and also offer people things that are good. And this combats, it really, I gotta lay out more detailed work on it, but in my opinion, this idea really has the potential to solve all problems of humanity. Because once we get our relationship back with God in a good way, it all just irons out. I mean, that's what the word is to fend off and fight and help transmutate evil into goodness. So the more relationship that we build with God and do his good works and follow his good commandments, the better off we're all going to be. And especially if you're doing it in an area that's away from all these other, distractions and evilness, you're going to have that much more strength, to just permeate that which you really believe in. And if we're all here together believing in this similar way of doing things, just that energy is just going to be that much stronger. It's going to be that much more of a powerful feeling and force that we're generating. So anywho, just small little notes. A lot of stuff is already kind of stuff I've talked about, but the way that I continue to work on my craft and my project is by just continuing to work on it. Wherever I feel I need to start, I start there and I just continue going on it. Like, I don't have all the specifics to how it's going to work, but the general idea, I have a general idea of how it's going to work, and I work with that, and I try to get more into the specifics as I go. But this is how I build up my momentum. So, all right. I love you guys. Hope you all have a good day. All right. Bye.